Hola, welcome to Spanglish with Sean. As you can see, again, the spotlight is on English and the topic Concord. We have been doing Concord. You have been seeing the videos and you have been watching the videos. We have done the Concord, the to do, to be, and to have. And now we're going to go further. This is where a lot of information will be shared with you, and this is where you have to pay keen attention because it gets tricky but interesting. So one type of verb in English is action. So apart from the auxiliary verbs that we did, the to do, to be, and to have, we have action verbs or dynamic verbs, right? They talk about event or action, a process or sensation. All right. So we have examples here. 4 examples: drink, eat, run, cry. Right. So notice this rule, very important. It says if the subject, so you know that Concord means subject verb agreement, right? Right. So if the subject refers to a single entity, add, and we're going to talk about what is an entity soon, add an S, right? So notice a single entity, ES or IES, depending on the final letter in that verb. And we're talking about the present tense here too, so bear in mind the present tense. The next point, if the subject refers to I though, note this, if the subject refers to I or you, the verb remains in the base form. So there will be no S, ES or IES, right? Similarly, if the subject refers to more than one entity, which means essentially person, place, idea, right? Animal, right? The verb for entity, the verb now remains in its base form, right? So we're going to see some examples. We're going to capture this definition or this rule, this principle of subject-verb agreement in some examples. So let's take the first one. Numero uno, number 1. I run. So I run. So the first one is to run. I run. You run. He runs. Notice he runs. There's an S. Why? He is one, referring to one entity, a single entity. She runs, again, a single entity. It runs, a single entity. We cannot, let's take the plural form. We, notice now, based on the rule, the principle, it refers to more than one, right? So we won't need any S there. We run every morning. We run up the hill. You run every morning, every afternoon. They run. So there's no S. There's no that letter there to marker, that marker S to show that it, because it's not referring to one, it's referring to more than one entity. Notice the asterisk on you and you, because whether the you referring to one individual, that's the exception, no S. So that's the only, you must remember that. So, and the I, right? There is no, for the verbs, notice there is no S marker on any of these. But for I and you, and of course for the plural to you, no S, right? Nothing is there. Nada, nothing is there. Right, so let's take another verb, drink. I drink, you drink, but he drinks. Every night, she drinks milk. Every morning, hot milk. It runs, the cat drinks rather. Drinks milk every afternoon. Over for the plural form, we run. My friends and I drink, not run, the run is so close to it, so pardon me. We drink Gatorade. You run, you drink, you drink Lucasade. They drink chocolate milk, right? So no S, absolutely no S marker is there. Eat, I eat, you eat, but he, the subject pronoun, eats, but it could be John, Mark, eats rice and peas and chicken, right? She, Marie, she eats every night before she goes to bed. It, the cat, eats the food that the owner, his or her owner, gives it. Cry. Now this is interesting now, the cry. Remember we talk about IES. Now there's a Y, so we have to, for he cries, she cries, Y has to change to I and add ES. And it cries. But I cry when I hear sad news. You cry when you hear the death of someone close to you, especially. We, of course, the plural form, we cry, you cry, they cry. It is pretty simple, but you have to practice. You have to replay the video and ensure that you really understand it. And then how you're going to understand it further is by what? Doing an example. So this, I'm leaving you with this verb, walk, the verb to walk. So you are going to form, you're going to make the pattern just like what you see here. I, you, he, she, it. Then plural form, we, you, they, with the verb walk. And so the next video, tune in for the next video. We will go through this and you will tell me, we will both correct it, and I'm sure you'll be happy that you would have done well based on what you have seen this today. So next time, please continue to subscribe, share, get your family members and your friends, your neighbors into Spanglish, subscribe into Spanglish with Sean, because there's so much more to come, and if you miss it, you'll be so disappointed. But I'm sure you won't miss anything. So from me to you, blessings. Have a good day.